Hey guys, okay, a review that a lot of you have probably been waiting for. You've seen the Unicums guides, you've seen the big community contributors guide, now it's the noobs guide. Okay guys, this is the T44 100, the newest tier 8 premium on the block. Okay, so what is it? Basically, it's a T44 with the 100mm gun with side armor. Yep, that's pretty much it. I honestly have never played the T44. My route to the T54 and the Object 140, as you can see, was via the A44, the 416. I went that route. I chose not to go through these two tanks. The T43, as you can see here, and the T44. Why did I choose not to go through these two tanks? Okay, pretty simple to explain. I chose not to go through those two tanks after watching a couple of live streams where the streamer actually quit and stopped streaming because of those tanks. And that kind of gives a big impression to you when you play in the game. You know, if this guy sat there in front of the stream is quitting because of a tank, holy crap, how bad is it? So I never actually played the T44, so I have no direct comparison to the actual T44 in the game. However, thanks to the very kind generosity of the people who watch Twitch and of Sir P1UK, the legend, I was all set to do the grind for this. I didn't see a problem with what I'm doing. TD15 attempts, so I've got damage. I've got guaranteed big damage for Britain, Germany, Russia, America. The only ones I'm going to really struggle with are China and Czechoslovakia. They're the only ones that are going to cause me real issues, so I might have to buy a couple of tokens, but I can live with that. And the day it came out, the day before, we've been a few guys have been very generous. And then on the day it came out, it was platoon with Pete, and next minute I know, yeah. So, thank you very much, all of you who watch this. This is your tank pretty much. This it's in my garage, but it's been purchased by you guys. So thank you so much. My impressions of the tank so far, I absolutely love this thing. It's awesome. It's so mobile. It's not very bouncy, so if you compare it to the Mod 1, the Mod 1, as you can see, these tanks are virtually identical to look at them. If you didn't have the side skirts, you'd think it's the same tank. There's not much difference. The Mod 1, though, does have a better front plate. As you can see the thickness of this front plate on the Mod 1. It's huge. So the Mod 1 does definitely have the armor and survivability. But this has mobility. And those of you who watch me play, you know I like dogfighting mobile mediums, and this thing is my bread and butter. I adore playing this tank. It's amazing. It currently gets focused very hard by people. Because it's so new, and it's, new tank, kill. It's like, oh, come on, give me a break. But, yeah. Gun stats, let's have a look at those. It's a 100mm gun. 183 pen, a little bit underwhelming. It's probably on the lower side of the tier 8 premiums. However, perfectly adequate. No issue with it at all myself currently at the minute. 2 key can be pressed should you require it, and because of the amount of ammunition this tank can carry, I've chosen to carry a relatively healthy stock of APCR for those tier 10 games where you can't penetrate, IS-4s, IS-7s, E5s, Mouse, C100, etc., where you'll struggle with your 183. 250 average damage is more than good enough. Gun stats as standard is 0.35 dispersion and 2.2 second aiming time. As you can see, I've got my aiming time just over 2 seconds and my dispersion down to 0.32. I've chosen to go with vents, rammer and a vertical stabilizer in this case. Main reason I've chosen to do that is I do have a 403 meter view range without optics or anything like that, and that's because I run my female Object 140 crew in this. So as you can see, we've got full sisterhood of steel, we have 6th sense, we have snapshot, clutch braking, safe stowage, we've got, you know, camo across the board, we've got recon on the go, we've got Deadeye on the go, you know, smooth ride, and we're working on intuition. Yeah, so I decided on this one. I'm gonna go pretty old school, pretty standard. I'm gonna forego the optics because the view range is so good anyway. And yeah, so I'm absolutely loving this thing. It's yeah. If you're on the grind for it, guys, I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's not worth it. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. It's so hard. So much to do." Guys, believe it's worth it. It really, really is worth it. If you've got to buy a couple of tokens, I would strongly suggest, if it's a viable opportunity for you, consider buying the package where you buy them all in one hit and then grind out at least 4 of the tokens. If you can grind out 4 of the tokens, then you actually have a net worth income on this tank. This is about a 20-25 quid tier 8 premium tank then, plus you'll have a chunk of gold to go in your account as well. So I would strongly suggest consider doing that and grinding out if it is an option for you. If it's not, do your level best to get it because it's really worth it. Anyway, the game I'm going to show you guys is my very first T44 100 game. It's not the best game I've had in it. You know, I have had better games in it since, but this is the one that holds the spot in my head on this tank. This is what set me up with this tank. It was very good matchmaking, you know, reasonably good. This doesn't get pref, so you know it was quite good matchmaking for it. It was on probably my favourite map in the game at the minute. So yeah. Anyway, guys, just watch this thing in action. You know, if a doofus like me can do this in it, just think what you can do in it. Okay guys, here we go. This is my very first T44 100 game. As you can see, we're platooned up with Conradson the Dane, fellow Bulldog clan member. As I said, quite a good matchup. There is tier 8s in the game. Having a quick look at the tank here, which freshly painted, stars and everything on it. You know, on Himmelsdorf, which I absolutely adore playing on Himmelsdorf. Himmelsdorf is my favourite map in the game by a country mile. I think Himmelsdorf is the perfect map in World of Tanks. Purely because of the gameplay you were able to achieve on this. So, comms with we're on comms with Conrad here. Decided, looking at the team, you know, and the gun depression that I'm concerned with this tank, which does have fairly reasonable gun depression, that I actually want to take the 1-2-3 line. I want us to take this option. As you can see, the mobility of the tank there, wiggling between those two gaps, not an issue at all. Conrad's in his mod 1, so you know you can actually see a direct comparison between the mod 1 and this. So we're popping into this location here. There's a Bulldog down here, heading this way. Pop around the corner. One shot. This time I'm going to push forward on the Bulldog. Take one shot from the Bulldog. It looks like he's not running the auto loader by the speed between his shells. Shot through the wall. Remember, AP goes through brick walls, boys. Then we pull forward. Shot into the Tiger, does some critical damage there. Taking quite a bit of damage already. Trying to side scrape the wall, but you know, don't know if that's going to work. So we spot the TVP. Pop forward, looking for shots here, looking for some cheeky shots. Unfortunately, he goes high and whistles into the railway cart. He pops out, but luckily we've got quite a quick reload. So we feather one straight in. There's myself in the 54 here now. So the TVP thinks better of it and decides, screw you guys, I'm going home. Looking for a shot on the Tiger. Nicely straight into the gap there. We spot the artillery piece. The 54 pushes forward. We're already up to our first kill there. Roll on the next patch when I can tell you how much damage I've done. Shot into the artillery piece. Wait for the reload, but unfortunately the scum bus gets away from us. No shot on the Tiger. Tiger's dead anyway. Pushing on, supporting the T44. Take a blind shot thinking the RT might be there. TVP decides to grow a set and come back to take on the 54, but I'm going to push in with the 54 to support him. Conrad's making his way nice and slowly down the 2 line. That tank doesn't do anything quick, so unfortunately it's, you know, Mod 1's in a little bit of trouble. The 54's got the TVP here. One shot into him. Rammed, push him out of the way. The 54 bounces, so we blow his head off. ISU, ouch, that was a bad juju. Shot into the ISU. I was aiming for the GW Tiger Pig, who is looking this way. Wait for the reload. Shut down the ISU. Shut down the RT. Right. As you can see, the base is under pressure, so you know, me and Conrad are on comms and they're thinking, should we go back? And it's at this point I'm saying, yeah, we need to go back. We need to kill the RHM and go back. Pot round, HE shell loaded, 309 damage roll, switch back to normal AP, intuition kicked in, yo, and off we go, heading back. Foot down, off we go. And this is where you're going to see the big difference between the Mod 1 and this. Conrad's saying defend the base, but you know, you can just see the performance difference here. Stop, looking for shots on the Chieftain. Conrad kindly knocks us. We decide that there's enough at the base not to worry. Russian tank accuracy, yo. Aiming on the hill. Miss the Chieftain. Chieftain goes invisible. And the shot goes high. I'm kind of out of place here now because the last 3 tanks are over in this corner, so I need to get over there and get in this fight. Conrad's on his own to a degree. We've got an RU and a Tiger capping, but they are under pressure from the hill. So I need to get in there and catch up with Conrad and, you know, back him up. He's my platoon mate. I need to be there. He is on full health though, so, you know, unlike us that can't take a hit, he can take a hit. Swinging around the corner, looking for a shot on the T49 here, but here you'll see the, you know, there you go. That tank drove right across in front of us without being spotted at the last minute. That's going to change in the next patch, and long may it happen. Batchat annihilates the RU. T49 hits the Tiger. That's a full cap reset by those guys. Great teamwork by that platoon. Sat here waiting. The Batchat. We're able to snap a shot into the Batchat there. Server lag wasn't great. T49 on his way towards us. We put one into him. I can see them flooding over the hill now into the back of these guys, so I decide, you know what? You can get out of this game, mate. Me and Conrad are pushing up the hill. The Bat's on reload. I'm on 4 kills at the minute, and I kind of want to get the 5th, but I know this guy's waiting. So there he is. He's loaded. It's 1 into him. Two into him. We can't survive. But luckily Conrad's there to back up and get the 4th kill. 8 kills between the platoon, and I really got fun. Shame about dying at the end. We probably would have got more for the game had we not died at the end, and played a little bit more cagey, but I thought we might be able to duke away from the Batchat. 25 ton there. Anyway, let's have a look at the post-game results, guys, because this is epic. Okay guys, here we go. Post-game results time for the T44 100, our very first game ever played in it. As you can see, first game, first class. Disappointed we didn't get the ace on it, but first class for this game. It shows you how high the base level is in this tank. It's a bruiser, it's demolition expert, duelist, fighter, and fire for effects. No distinguishing badges, unfortunately, but 113,000 credits, 971, with 5,760 XP. It was a ×3 event at that weekend, as you remember, and it was the first one of the day, so that's to be taken with a pinch of salt. However, team score, we did 4,180 damage, with 4 kills and 1,200 base experience. The only person who outdamaged us was the Bat Chat who took us down at the end there for 4813. But for the first game in a tank, it's pretty powerful. Top XP, top on damage for the team, not on the game, but on the team. Detailed report, 22 shots fired, 18 hit, 18 penetrated. As you see, I didn't reach for my 2 key at any point during that game, all pure AP, and that helps massively when we look at our income. As you can see, repair of the vehicle, 8,460 credits, not too bad, quite cheap actually, a lot cheaper than I was expecting. 2,772 for ammunition, so ammunition is not expensive at all, but profit, and this is raw, pure profit, there's no other deductibles from this game, 102,740 credits for 5 minutes and 44 seconds worth of gameplay. Or in context, that's about 20,000 credits every minute that we played that game, roughly speaking. It's a little bit less, you know, it's not far off. That's a lot of fun. You know, as you can see, we bounced a couple of shots. They were low caliber, they were low alpha, nothing to talk home about. But 4.1k of damage, and nearly 4.2k of damage for a first game in a tier 8 premium. You can see why I like this thing so much and why I play a lot of games in it at the minute. But if you're on the grind for it, guys, really, do not worry. It is a phenomenal piece of kit, and you will love it to bits. Anyway, that's my review of the 44-100, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're new, subscribe as well. And hopefully we'll see you all again. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye, guys.